Welcome students. Student, in the previous module you have got the syllabus as well as you have also got the pattern of the questions which are going to be asked in the standard 11 board examination. Children, today we are going to start with the very important topic of standard 11, which is quadratic equation, and a part of this chapter you people have already studied in standard 10. In standard 10 you have got, you can say, in quadratic equation you have studied two methods to find the roots of the quadratic equation. One is called as a middle term splitting or zero product rule, and the second one is called as the formula method. Okay, and you know very well what is a quadratic equation. If somebody asks you that what is the meaning of a quadratic equation, so for a quadratic equation, tell me, you people know that the general form of quadratic equation, there is a general form of quadratic equation. So what is the general form of quadratic equation? It is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, and for all value of, this is a symbol, children, which you should always remember. This is all for all value of a, b and c belongs to real number, and a will never be equals to 0. So this is basically called as the general form of quadratic equation, which you people have studied in standard 10 already. But today I'm going to tell you about few of the equations which seems not to be in the form of quadratic equation, but they can be reduced to the quadratic equation. So that topic we call it as what? The reducible form of quadratic equation. But before I move to that, a very important thing I want to tell you, in level of standard 10 you have studied that there are two ways to solve the quadratic equation. One is called as the middle term splitting or the zero product rule, and the second we call it as what? The formula method. But here you should know one very important thing, which is called as a perfect square method. So how to get the roots of the quadratic equation with the help of the perfect square method, that I am going to teach you in this first module, which is very important for you people to understand. So in this perfect square method, the first thing that you should remember, children, is that whatever equation is provided to you, that in that the coefficient of x square you have to make it 1. That is the first step. The first step for that is to make the coefficient of x square 1. Is it clear? I am writing it down. The step number 1. The step number 1 is to make the coefficient of x square. So here it is, coefficient of x square should be 1. So this is the first step for you. The coefficient of x square should be 1. If it is not 1, you are going to divide throughout by the coefficient of x square. And then constant to be taken to the right hand side. Constant term to be taken to which side? Right hand side. So these are the two basic steps that you have to follow. And the third step is that convert left hand side to which square? A perfect square. The left hand side has to be converted into what square? Perfect square. Am I clear, all of you? So let's proceed with what I have taught you here, that the coefficient of x square should be 1, constant term to be taken to the right hand side, and convert LHS to the, you can say, perfect square. So let us do it. So here the first equation which is provided to me is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. With that only I'm going to start. Since I'll write here ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Is it clear? So here you can see that the coefficient of x square is a. So that means I need to remove this a and make it 1. So what I'm going to do, dividing throughout by a. So if I'm going to divide throughout by a, this is ax square divided by a plus bx divided by a plus again c divided by a equals to 0. So the next line it will become here x square plus it is what? B by ax plus it is c by a. So this is the constant term. So I am taking this constant term to the left hand side, sorry, right hand side, that is equals to minus c by a. The next step is what? To make the left hand side a perfect square. So children, you people know a formula, a plus b whole square. The formula for that is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this x square, I can write this one as x square plus, as in the formula we have got 2ab, so 2 I am writing it from my own, and the value of a is given as x. Now I need to put the value of b in such a way, after reducing I'll get this term which is b by ax. So can I write the term as b by 2a? because this 2 and this 2 will cancel, so again we are going to left with this. So this is a square plus 2ab, and then I am going to add here b square, that means b by 2a ka whole square. This is the extra term which I have added to the left hand side. So to balance it, again I am adding it to the right hand side. That means the left hand side and right hand side both has to be balanced. Am I clear or not? Again I am repeating this step because it's a very important one. X square plus 2ab plus, here this is the term which I call it as what? B. So in the formula of a plus b whole square, this is a, this is 2, this is a, and this is b. So here it should be a b square, so I have written b square. So as this term which is a new one and I have added to left hand side to the balance the equation, that's why I have added to the right hand side also. Now you can see that this is then the formula of a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this is the formula of x plus b by 2a, and then it is whole square is equals to minus c by a plus it is b square divided by 4a square. If I am going to take the LCM of the right hand side, it will be 4a square. This will be minus of 4ac, and then it is plus b square. So let me solve here. This will be equals to x plus b by 2a, and you know children, whenever the square is being removed from the left hand side to the right hand side, there will be a square root. So I'll write here square root b square minus of 4ac whole divided by 4a square, and that will be always having a plus sign as well as a minus sign. The next step. In the next step children, what you are going to do here, I am writing here this is equals to x plus b by 2a equals to, it will be now again I am writing so that I can continue. This is plus minus root under of b square minus of 4ac, and when root under of 4a square is taken, it will be equals to 2a. The next line I am going to write here x is equals to minus b by 2a plus minus root under of, this is b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. This implies that x will be equals to, take an LCM, this is 2a, this will become minus b plus minus root under of b square minus 4ac. So children, this is what the thing which you have studied in standard 10, and we call it as a formula method. So how this formula method comes into existence, that is all because of this method which is called as a what? Perfect square method. Now as the equation of quadratic equation has got a degree, what? 2. Degree stands for the highest power, so the number of solution will also be equals to 2, and as we have got plus minus, so we are, means you can say denoting these two roots as what? Alpha as well as beta. So alpha and beta are the two roots of the quadratic equation, and the value for alpha will be minus b plus root under of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and the value of beta will be equals to minus b minus of root under b square minus of 4ac divided by 2a. So these are basically the two roots of the quadratic equation. Am I clear, all of you? Understood or not? So here now with this method, there are three methods by which we can solve the quadratic equation. One is called as the middle term splitting or the zero product rule. The second method we have studied in standard 10, that is called as a formula method. Now you should know that what is the meaning of this b, a and c. What is a? A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c stands for the constant term. For you people, I am writing a stands for the coefficient of x square. So a is the coefficient of x square. The value of b is called as what? Coefficient of x. So b is the coefficient of x, and the term c stands for what? The constant term. Am I clear? So now the three methods are there with you people by which you can solve the quadratic equation. Children, in the next module we are going to start with the most important topic of quadratic equation, which is called as the quadratic equation reducible form. Thank you all of you.